Hey, what's up guys? We're back again to showcase how to get ultimate champion with toxic decks. So you're going to steal all the fun from your opponents and make sure you monopolize all the fun in Clash Royale. It's a 1-0 victory for you if your opponent's just going to be sitting back and like getting pelted by drills with this deck. And it's pretty easy to use this when you get the hang of it. At higher levels of gameplay, you might be looking at this and wondering, oh, okay, it makes sense that the drill is like out of this and it's not the evolution. But at lower levels of gameplay, you're like, wait, what? Why? But for all intents and purposes, your Evo Bomber is your win condition. You throw drills in front of the tower, you use Tornado with Evo Bomber, it splashes on the tower, it gives you damage, it gives you the win. You gotta be very deliberate with this. When they make predictions on your Evo Bomber, you have to Tornado it back into alignment into the drill. So that's how you're gonna get all of your damage. Evo Ice Spirit is actually better than the Evo Goblin drill because Evo Ice Spirit allows you to defend against big pushes and beat down decks. So this is the very first deck of the day that we're going to be playing. We're going to play a variety of different toxic decks, but I wanted to showcase a spicy cycle deck that I just hate playing into. This is one of the most annoying decks for me to match into whenever I'm creating videos, because if the opponent that I'm playing against is a top 200 player, I almost certainly lose. And that's just how it works. Like, you will not beat people that are better than you if they play decently with this deck. Also, hopefully everyone's doing fantastic. I love you guys. And yeah, I just want to say thanks for everyone that's been supporting me so much recently. We have been vibing and cruising, and we have a lot of big goals that are happening soon. So I just started another step in our Pokemon journey. I have the new YouTube channel. I didn't actually, create the artwork for everything yet, so I'm not going to tell you guys the name, but it is finally formed and we're ready to roll. Also, this guy is going to go in for a Lumberjack Valkyrie, so it's a weird deck. I think it's going to be some weird form of graveyard in any situation. No, it's going to be Lumberjack Balloon, right? It has to be Lumberjack. Why does he have Valkyrie? Yeah, I mean, if you have Lumberjack, you don't have Graveyard, so it's an interesting deck. Anyway, we're going to get a lot of damage with the Goblins, and I could activate King Tower here. I also don't really want to take that much damage, but I think it would probably be better just to go for the Ice Spirit. Make sure the Electro Dragon wiggles its way back a little bit, and then we can go and catapult the Goblin Sign at the bridge. If you guys noticed that, an Ice Spirit was able to full counter an Electro Dragon, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. There's a high chance that we need to Tornado this to get maximum value with the ability, and I'm going to take that, of course, all day long. If I was better, I would have Evo Bombered there, but nonetheless, still a pretty good decision. If you want to spam into me, I'm okay with that. We can go in for a cannon, and then we can use Evo Ice Spirit afterward, probably go and pull back the Lumberjack, and also hit everything. Super solid play, if you guys did notice what I did there. We're trying to drop our units near the river. If you kite your opponent's units back towards the bridge, they have a lot more room to go, unless you, are going to cycle multiple cards and drop them like here and then here and activating King Tower. But like, if you're playing with one card, it's always better to do what I just did. Also, if he goes in for a Valkyrie, we will Evo Bomber this. Don't know if he will. He might just sack it. Yeah, I think he might just sack it. Let's go Goblin Stein here. Let's go for Evo Bomber on top of this and see how much value we can get. Definitely just want to be pretty deliberate with that. I'm not going to go in for a Tornado. Just going to finish off the Valkyrie that way. 100% want to go for Skeleton so we can pull the Valkyrie a little bit. Not going to pop an ability. Instead, going to go for Bomber here. Going to try to Tornado everything backward. Going for a Cannon. Skeletons as well. It's weird to play against Elixir Golem, but I mean, I guess it is a strategy in Clash Royale. It is something that people play. Just obnoxious, It is one of those decks. It truly be one of those decks. We're going to Ice Spirit here, and then we're going to try to go in for a Cannon so we can pull everything off to the side so we don't lose. Maybe we are going to be in a good spot if I can just defend this, and I think we should. We're going to try to go for like Evo Bomber again. Maybe Tornado this backward. Oh, he had arrows. Oh, it didn't even matter. Oh my gosh, we won. Yo, watch this, guys. So we're going to go in for, I thought that we could cannon and pull it across the river and make sure it couldn't even cross the bridge. That would have been epic. That would have been legendary, but hey, doesn't even matter. Evo Bomber is broken. Even with our opponent having arrows, the fact that we were able to get that amount of damage is crazy. So I love this deck. If you guys are wondering, how are you supposed to defend against beatdown decks? How are you supposed to defend against stuff that have multiple small spells? Doesn't matter. You're still going to get value even into a Tornado Log and Arrows player. And yeah, if you stack up bombers, if they arrow the first bomber, you're going to get back to another one. You're going to be totally fine. Vicious deck that works exceedingly well at high levels of gameplay. It's very toxic. It out-toxices the Elixir Golem players, which is something that you don't see very much. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, drop a like on the video. It allows me to do more live streams and more videos every single day. We broke the curse of losing the first game, and hopefully we can win every match we play today, because the decks that I'm playing are really insanely good. Also, I wasn't able to shower this morning, unfortunately, so my hair is like really poofy. It's like that bedhead, So it is what it is. But I'm excited to not have bedhead next stream. This is all I'm going to say. I'm going to go in for a cannon here. I think I can get away with a bomber and maybe an ice spirit afterward. So strat here is to cycle the bomber here. And then make sure he can't hit everything with arrows. I'm going to ice spirit to pull back the Pekka. And yeah, I guess he still hit everything with arrows. It's fine. It is what it is. Sometimes it do be that way. Skeletons aren't necessarily going to be great. They should just die. But we got the monster mashing out here. And I don't think he's going to be tower snatching. I think it's ideal for me to pop the ability first because I'll kill his doctor before he gets more ability value on us. And killing his doctor means that, you know, he's not going to be able to kill ours with the log now. I think it survives. Also, we might get a couple hits on the tower as well, which is really nice. So this is super aggro. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I'm a wild child. So this is how I play Clash Royale, guys. This is how I play the game. I go in for drills because I just disrespect my opponents at this degree. Because it doesn't matter to me. I think I defend regardless. Evo Bomber is such a goated card. If you guys notice what happened there, we were able to destroy everything this man owned. And now he's going to atone. He's going to try to go and cycle extra stuff, but it's not going to matter. I have Evo Ice Spirit paired with a cannon. That should full counter the Pekka with probably no damage taken. I don't think he gets a single hit on my tower. I believe that we will win without any damage. I'm going to log, guarantee we get the last shot. Look how easy that was. So this deck, remarkably so strong on defense to the point that Evo Ice Spirit will clean up whatever big beatdown push your opponent throws at you. I said that before in introducing the deck. That's why you have Evo Ice Spirit. That's why you don't have Evo Drill. Evo Drill is actually worse in this deck. And this finished number 3, or no, finished number 4 in the world last season. So if you don't know, now you know. I'm going to tornado this with an Ice Spirit. Make sure that we can shut this down. The lightning wasn't great on our opponent's end. I'm pretty confident that the doctor walks its way into a cannon too. Might be wrong there, but I hope I'm right. I'm definitely going to go and throw down the bomber first because I want to cycle back to the evolution. We're going to be like 1 card away after this NATO. And then I can just do this again. Run it back, baby. Full send. Full send, baby. Why not? Why not just throw bombers all the time at our opponent? That's what he deserves, bro. That's exactly what he deserves for playing this deck. So if you want to cycle a lightning, I kind of expect that. We'll see if you do or not. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit. Or tornado everything back. Oh, the Ice Spirit didn't jump. That kind of sucked, but it's fine. Not the end of the world. We can still cycle back to another tornado. He's 100% going to click the ability. So I have to get that thing off me and tornado it back. Pretty good overall. So at this point, I think I just throw drills at him and he can't keep up. This is one of those moments, like it's basically 2v2, where you're just spamming spells and you're eventually going to win the game. So just something to keep in mind. If your opponent has to go in into you and their stuff just can't break through, then you're going to win. So that's our strat here. We're going to go in for that, and we're going to go for a log. Actually, I kind of have to focus on defense. This might be sketch. Might be a little bit sketch. It is an Evo Pekka. I think I might have lost. Guys. We'll see. I have Evo Ice Spirit, so you never know. With the Evo Bomber, too, right? It might clutch up. It might clutch up. It clutched up! Oh my gosh! I can't believe that that just worked for me. And the Evo Bomber is going to force out arrows. He doesn't have anything for this. If that Pekka dies, and it should, we're in a phenomenal spot. You throw another drill down right in front of the tower. Always drop it in front of the tower like so, because that's going to let the goblins immediately lock onto the tower, and we can tornado back guards that he's going to have to drop. Oh, he lost. Wow. That defense, though. I can't believe how dirty and toxic this deck is. It's impenetrable. You're going to spam a whole bunch of crap into it, and you're never going to get value. That was really insane. Beating 2 of the most toxic decks in the game, out-cycling their toxicity with ours, and amplifying the evolution power of Evo Bomber and Ice Spirit. Evo Ice Spirit is so underrated right now. It is so unbelievably underrated. I love it. Dang. That's wild, guys. Wild, wild stuff. It's the Wild West out here with different decks every day. But also popping through with some different types of toxicity. So we showed a toxic cycle deck. Now we're going to go to the toxic deck that you guys know and love, or love to hate, with the Evo Pekka and Evo Goblin Giant. It's basically what we just beat, but it still works super well. Mostly just cycle an evolution in the back as early as you can. Build up pushes and win the game when your opponent overcommits into you. So we're just going to throw down a Goblin Giant because that's how this deck works. We can eat an Ice Spirit, doesn't matter to us. We can go for guards on top of whatever win condition this guy throws at us. Unfortunately, we don't have the best starting hand. I would have preferred to have Goblinstein, but we only get a Ram Rider hit, so it's not that bad. Very nice arrows value here if we can get that, and I 100% am going to snag that on the bomber. So we're going to go for minions afterward. Tesla should get shattered, and I don't think that he's in a reasonable spot to defend this effectively. So I'm going to rage as well, just to augment our offense and get more spear goblin connections on the tower. Remember, our opponent has Ram Rider as his win condition. So if it's a Ram Rider win condition, usually you would prefer to draw Pekka so you can get the evolution. But you can also coincidentally activate King Tower with the Fisherman, or you could just pull it if you have already got King Tower activated and drop the Fisherman here to full counter the Ram Rider. So as I said before, preference to go in for the Pekka, but there's a lot of different things we can do. I'm going to go in for a Fisherman first because I didn't know if he was going to go in for a Ram Rider or not, and I didn't want to leak Elixir. So what I decided to do is I'm just going to cycle my Fisherman in the middle. He was probably going to Ram Rider, and then I'm just going to adapt and cycle my Pekka wherever he drops his Ram Rider. Because if I dropped a 5 Elixir card, I wouldn't have had enough Elixir for the Pekka. And I think if I had done this and then I went for a Fisherman, I could have activated King Tower. But I'd prefer to do something like, you know, playing a bit more aggressive and getting counter push with evolution. So I elected to go for the Pekka route instead. He's going to have nothing for the minion, so I'm going to rage that up. It's weird to rage up one minion, but look at how much damage it's getting on the tower by itself. So something that he has to respond to, kind of fun for us. I'm expecting him to go in for another Ram Rider when he gets enough Elixir, so we're going to go for a Fisherman early. Because not only will it capitalize on killing the Doctor, but we'll also force him to go Ram Rider in the right side, because he can't go on the left side into the Fisherman. So it forces him to think about it a little bit more, and if he does drop it, then we get counter push with the Goblin Stein, so it's really bad. I bet you he defends this. Ooh, never mind. He's just going to pre-log guards that don't even come down, so... pretty miserable for my man. He's not having a good time. He definitely doesn't have a plan. This is looking really bad for Sir Sanchez. So I should just be able to catapult the Goblin Giant here and then go in for more spam. 100% want arrows on this bomber. Just worth it. If we're able to clean up the bomber, that'd be nice. Because we get tower damage as well. And then we're forcing out more stuff. We'll go for a Pekka here. I want to make sure that we can kill the rest of the stuff on the right side with the rage. So we're going to do that. Or actually, yeah, I should have raged. I should have raged. Still time to rage, I guess. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. It's one of those moments where if I overcommit right now, I'm still fine because I still have 2,000 HP on our tower. So it's nothing that bad for me. I can go for a Fisherman on top of the Tesla that he's going to drop in the middle. Fisherman should lock directly on the Tesla if he wants to. He has to defend against an Evolved Pekka, an Evolved Goblin Giant, and a Fisherman in the middle. It's practically impossible for him to do that, and he just fell apart. So, as you can see, the most toxic decks of the day are never going to lead us astray. Only wins here. Let's freaking go. We are locked in today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, drop a like. And yeah, we keep going. Happy Tuesday, Jake. Lots of bomber love to you, and I hope you can easily dominate the Ultimate Champion. I know you will. Yeah, dude, we're crushing it. We're so close to Ultimate Champ right now. Actually, let's go and collect some of the rewards. Thank you for the $5, Doll Sonic. You're never dull out here, man. You're always giving us sharp comments. I was 2 games away from Royal Champion before tilting 4 games. This hero, it happens, man. It's hard to get a good roll. Sometimes you just get rolled instead of getting a good roll in your favor. It's okay. You'll get it back, bro. You get it back. Just, you know, take a break, come back later, and you'll do a lot better. If anyone's tilted when you guys are playing to Ultimate Champion, make sure to take breaks if you're losing games, because it's way easier to, like, lose your progress if you're not in a good mindset, or if you're tired, you're frustrated, maybe you're just, like, you know, anxious about something else in life, then you jump into Clash Royale to relax. You're trying to grab some medals and eventually get to Ultimate Champion. You're going to end up taking a lot of losses then. So don't do that to yourself. Anyway, this deck is like an A tier deck. I would say that if I had to rate every deck, this is an S tier deck. Very toxic, very good. You have to be better at the game. This deck, you can be really trash and still win. This deck, you actually have to be a little bit better. They're still very toxic decks, but they require different levels of skill. This is more of an intermediate deck. This works for people that, you know, enjoy running cycle decks, but maybe you're not as good. So we'll show this as well. This has Evo Skeletons and Evo Mortar. If you don't have either of these Evos, you could run Evo Bats instead. It works pretty well. All right, already. Wow, we're playing against someone that's top 200 in the world. Let's go. This is going to be a good game. This will actually be a very, very tough battle. Playing against someone as good as me, if not better, is not easy. But since we've got Goblin Stein, I think that Cannoneer is actually going to be pretty good for us. I prefer that in these type of situations. I'm going to go Bats so we one-shot the Bomber and then get a connection with the Mortar on the tower. I think it's worth it. It's been giving me 1 hit. Oh, might as well just take the damage. All right, I'm going to cycle Cannon Cart in the back. I don't really know what his deck is. We see Skeleton King, so it's kind of weird. Probably going to be an Elixir Golem or something toxic. Yeah, I knew it was going to be that. As soon as I saw the Skeleton King, I was like, yeah, it probably is, you know. Pop ability. It's log. Bad rage in his end. Like, I don't think that rage was smart at all. Night Witch doesn't die? Oh, I didn't know that interaction. I thought Night Witch died to the doctor every time, but I guess not. I guess the ability doesn't kill it. All right. Interesting arrows on our opponent's end. I think we're fine. Maybe can go in for a monster here. The bad thing is we have Cannoneer and we're playing against Night Witch, so that's inherently a matchup advantage for him if he plays it confidently and plays it well, but hopefully he doesn't. All right. I kind of need to go in for a cannon cart here so I can go and kill the Skeleton King. Probably should have dropped it up a little bit higher, to be honest. We'll log, and I think we're okay. Wow, what a bad ability. I'm surprised you would do that. All right, we're in a miner in front, so then the cannon cart reaches. Can't just, like, get away with a rage. Yes! Let's go. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. I'm so glad I predicted that. That was sick. All right, I bet you he goes in for, like, arrows or something, so I kind of want to wait and see if I have to go Goblin Stein. I think I do, unfortunately. The endless bat factory is a problem, so I kind of have to kill that right now. I got to go bats. Bats on bats on bats, baby. 4 elixir from the lightning and bats interaction. -4 for him, so not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, so probably just want to cycle this early on when he's going to go Skeleton King, and then he has Elixir Golem in front. Oh my gosh, I lost. See, paying attention to card cycle makes such a big difference. And if you don't, you kind of deserve to lose the game. So definitely my fault there. Can't say anything besides skill issue, but, you know, great player on our opponent's end. He deserved to beat me. So I think we will take the loss in this one unless we get lucky. I mean, there's always a chance. But I think he's got arrows too, so it's unlikely. It is possible, unless, you know, unless he doesn't spell the Evo Skeleton. Wait. Bro! What are you doing? I don't understand, but I'll take it. I mean, we take those all day long, bro. All right, we're back. We're so back. We're so freaking back. Never doubt an Elixir Golem player. They always have a chance of throwing, even against really good ones. After-pop ability here. All right. Gonna go bats, I guess. I'm about it. I'm about it. Hopefully this works. I mean, there's actually a good shot that this will do something. I 100% have to log these. Oh my gosh. That defense, though. We're so back. We're so back. We're so back! Oh my gosh! That was unbelievable. Actually unbelievable, guys. Wow. I was ready to throw in the towel and reset. But we made it happen. The sky is the limit with these decks today, guys. Even playing against someone that is top 200 in the world with a huge advantage into us, we bounced back. This guy is definitely better than me. He is way better than me at the game. 200 in the world, guys. 3,400 medals. Wow. We beat the rank 192 player in the world at 3,400 medals, and he had a huge advantage into it. So it just shows the slimy nature of these decks. We were able to slither our way back into the game with evolved skeletons. That doesn't happen often. But when you play these types of decks, it can happen. You have the ability to always bounce back in the game. The only deck that doesn't have that capability is the very first deck. If you lose a tower, you're probably screwed because you don't have evolved skeletons and you don't have the power of evolved Pekka and evolved Goblin Giant. But these two decks, as I said before, they're a little bit more noob friendly. So you can be worse at the game and still get huge value. Awesome win there. That's insane. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I think we're one game away from Ultimate Champion. I wonder if we can get all the wins in a row, guys. That'd be pretty cool. So I like that deck a lot, but I think we're going to go back to my favorite deck of the day. So out of the 3 toxic decks, I do think this is my favorite. So let's play it for the last one. What do you think are the best decks to upgrade long term? These decks that I'm showing right now are very good. If you want to copy any of these decks, they're phenomenal decks to upgrade. That being said, you have to enjoy the actual deck before you like play it as one of your main decks, because it'll take a bit of time for you to learn. Like, there isn't a single deck. I guess maybe the Pekka Evolution Goblin Giant deck is really brainless and you can be terrible at the game and you'll still find success. But for the most part, the other decks will require you to think a little bit. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you are struggling a little bit. Okay, wait, we're going to go Goblin Drill here, and we're going to log the Princess and hopefully something else. I hope he drops something else like a Goblin Gang. Oh! Look at those outplays, my guy. That was insane. Let's go, guys. We're vibing. I knew he was going to cycle something else, and I felt like I could get more value, and I did get it. So, such a, I don't know, justifiably awesome position. Ice Spirit was a waste. Could have saved that, but it's fine. We do have King Tire activation on deck with the Tornado. But yeah, there's a lot of log bait players in the meta. And, you know, if you're sick of them being super toxic, you can out-toxic them with our deck, which is quite cool. So I'm going to go for a Goblin Drill here. I'm going to immediately go for Evil Bomber as soon as this reaches, and he's going to drop something on it. I don't think he's going to have Elixir for everything. I think he goes Goblins and then doesn't have Elixir. Oh, I was wrong. Well played. I was not ready for that. I didn't think he would have the juice. We're not Ice Spirit. I hope it doesn't just jump onto Goblins. I hope it hits the Hunter too, and it does. Beautiful. Look at our mechanics, guys. For real, for real. I'm playing well. All right. Bandit's going to be obnoxious, but I think it does die, and it does. If he princesses, it doesn't matter. Going to throw another one of these and a bomber as soon as we possibly can at 6 Elixir, because he's going to be down a bit. And then we can probably just go in for a log if we need to. If not, then I think it's okay too. Not that big of a deal. Bro is playing well, though. Seriously. Like, I genuinely do say, like, well played to this guy. I don't want to, because it could come across as, like, sarcastic when we're winning the game. But yeah, like, if you're watching this, bro, you're playing pretty well. I want to go for here to stop the Princess potentially locking out of my tower. Don't really know what he's going to do. He did have Princess and Cycle, as we saw. I'm going to log this. I can also maybe, like, pull everything together so we can get a great Tornado. I'm going to Skeletons do this. Cycle the ability. Not my best work, but it still works, maybe. Yeah, it's working. We're going to log. Stop the Princess. Bandit connecting to my tower doesn't matter. Bomber does kill, but I'm going to go for a Goblin Drill and a Goblin Stein here. I'm going to drop the Goblin Drill a little bit off to the side. Go Cannon again. A little bit unfortunate I'm spending 3 Elixir like this, but it is what it is. We do have Evo Bomber, so I think I might just win the game with this, possibly. Oh, Evo Ice Spirit. Should be good to go. I want to see if I can get a good trade with an Evo Bomber on a Cannon cart, though. I think that's the way I want to win. I don't know if it will work out, but that's what I'm hoping for here. So, something like this. This is really cheesy, by the way. Oh, the Skeletons didn't tank. That sucks. I did goof a little bit. Oh, no. Evil Wall Breakers are sketchy, man. I lost. Cannon Cart's actually S+ tier card, too. So, his deck is really toxic. He played super well. I goofed. I thought the Evo Bomber would take his tower, but the Evo Bomber died to Skeletons. So, hey, we got a couple more games in us today. Well played on our opponent's end. Well played on the opponent's end for sure. Surprised that we lost an unranked player after we beat top 200, but that's kind of sometimes what happens in this meta. If you mess up against an OP card like Cannon Cart, you're going to fumble real fast. And yeah, if you guys want to copy his deck, I think Cannon Cart is really broken. So most of the time, Cannon Cart decks are just really, really good. Well played by our opponent. He deserved to beat me. I messed up. But we'll jump on to the next one. Thanks for the decks. I got Ultimate Champion. How'd you get Ultimate Champion already? Unless you're like 1 game away. That's crazy. All right, pretty easy King Tire activation with Tornado, so we'll take that. And then we're going to go for Skeletons here. We're also going to throw down a Drill and a Bomber. And I think we're in a good spot. We are in an awesome spot if this Bomber locks on the tower, and it should for 2 hits. Nice. Great gameplay. This deck is Evo Spirit better than Evo Drill? Yeah, it is. It is definitely better. Specifically in matchups where you play against beatdown decks, it makes a massive impact. We're going to Ice Spirit here. I bet you he pops ability. Maybe he doesn't. Kind of weird if he didn't, honestly. I'm going to get Skellies down and just go for another Drill. The fact that I can just do this is insane. Like, it doesn't feel right that I can go in for a Bomber and then go Drill at the same time, spend 6 Elixir, and get that amount of damage. Because We're forcing our opponent to go cannon because he can't let the bomber lock onto the tower. Like, he was literally forced to make that play. It's just not a fun decision for him. All right, we're going to go cannon here. Activate King Tower. Not because I really... Oh, wait, we already activated King Tower. Oops. I should have logged that. Well, you can activate King Tower with Tornado or Cannon, so it doesn't really matter. Might be. All right, we can go for a Goblin Sign here at the bridge, and then we can go for another drill. If I was him, I would have went Goblin Stein plus, like, Hog Rider on the left. But I didn't have Cannon in cycle, so I think taking advantage of that would have been a much better play on his end, but he goofed a bit. We go Bomber, and we're going to cycle probably a NATO here, maybe? I don't know if it's necessary. It doesn't seem necessary. I think we're good. To clean everything up, we can go for a log on top of the Evo Skeletons. I'm going to go Evo Ice Spirit and Skeletons as well. I wonder if that full counters. Maybe we drop the Evo Ice Spirit early enough. It does. But, oh, it did. Nice. Very cool. All right, so this is, again, one of those situations where I think we want to just go in for drills in front of the tower for the most part, because the drills goblins spawn directly on the tower if you do that. I'm going to go for that right now. I'm going to go in for a bomber as well. I'm going to force a cannon, which is 3 elixir. Bad trade for him, for sure. We're going to log on the firecracker so we can finish it off for a +1 trade. Goblin Stein in the back is always good. We have cannon ready for him to go for Hog Rider. Going to cycle multiple of them, probably. Not going to work extremely well for him, I think. We can cycle a lot of drills as well, which is nice. And yeah, I'm in a great spot. I mean, I can tornado this and kill the firecracker if I want to. The drill's on the tower. The game's pretty much over. I mean, I don't think there's any way for him to defend this. The firecracker gets 1 hit on my tower, which doesn't matter, but yeah, very easy win. So we'll jump to the next one. As you guys can see, this deck is pretty dominant. I would say this is probably the best deck out of all the ones that we're showing today. It is harder to play than the other ones for sure. But hey, it's worth it. It's super worth. You'll destroy everyone else in the ultimate champion realm that are trying to climb up, because they won't be able to deal with your pressure of drills. As long as you have good defenses with Tornado and Goblins, Stein, and then also like Cannon and Skeletons and Ice Spirit, the cost-efficient defenses go crazy with this deck. Do you play the Ghost Battle Ram Cannon Cart Bandit deck? No, I don't think it's toxic enough. I don't think it's toxic enough for this. The Hound though, bro? Yeah, Hound is definitely a tough matchup for this deck, but I think it's winnable. The thing is, like, you obviously can't go same lane as them. You have to spend a lot of elixir on their side. Oh, wait! This was the last deck I forgot. I totally forgot about this thing. Okay, yeah. Toxic deck with Royal Recruits is pretty fun, so let's showcase this one. This one's all about counter push and spamming Recruits and Evolved Archers as quickly as you can and splitting them up. This is undoubtedly one of the most annoying decks to match into in the entirety of Clash Royale. I entirely forgot about this one. So I'm really hyped to show you guys why I like it. I like the fact that it's going to have multiple anti-air answers compared to most Royal Recruits decks that just don't. If he wants to go Miner on it, it doesn't matter. We've got Royal Recruits to body block. I mean, this is so much elixir that he's cycled. 5 elixir. We spent 10, but we're up a lot. I mean, essentially 5 elixir for Royal Recruits and Archer. That's really crazy. He's down so much. That's all of his elixir. That's all of his elixir. He's dead. If I Ram Rider right now, I get a Skeleton King ability. Can I get a Skeleton King ability? I don't think so, actually. Oops. I goofed. You can still activate King Tower here with the Mega Knight, so it's not the end of the world. I wonder if I did it in the right spot. I don't know. Kind of hope so. Yeah, nice. All right, so if we got a Skeleton King ability, I think that we should have put priority on that instead of Ram Ridering immediately. But hey, you live and you learn, you always play better. And messed up there. You forgot the super popular log bait spam deck that is without spells in the meta. Yeah, that one's pretty toxic, but I'm trying to show different decks that you guys might not have seen. A lot of the decks, I mean, I guess the Pekka one is pretty regular, but for the most part, I would say the other ones are a bit different or unique. A little bit. Is this guy cooked? I think he's cooked. I mean, I said that earlier and then he wasn't, but how is he supposed to defend this if we go Ram Rider other side? I'm going to pop ability because we still have an Archer alive. And then I should just go Recruits and then Ram Rider because he's down so much elixir. I think like Ram Ridering right now stops our aggression. But if we go Recruits and then we Ram Rider, he'll literally have like negative elixir. So we'll probably get back to bats on one side, but that's about it. Like he should bats one lane. He's screwed. That's not enough. I'm pretty confident that's not enough. Just a Miner there. Yeah. Now he only has bats and he has no Ram Rider, so he's going to lose. Or sorry, he has no answer for this. He has no Mega Knight. So if you have bats and you have no Mega Knight, like you're kind of screwed. Because the Ram Rider is going to charge on the tower or get the connection and stay alive. So really, really good spot for us to be in. Obviously calculated for us. We're going to go for a Mother Witch here, and then plop down a Skeleton King. And then arrows. The Skeleton King sometimes is not the smartest Sir on this planet. Also, my favorite play to do with this deck is about to be released. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but man, is it fun. Evolved Archers in the back is unbelievably lucrative. So, that's what we're going with right now. We're going to go for Royal Recruits when we get the chance. We're going to go for a Fisherman so we can block the Skeletons. And we should be good from that perspective. I'm going to Ram Rider on the right because he doesn't have Mega Knight in cycle. And then we're going to pre-arrows a Goblin Gang, and I think he's dead. Oh, he's going to Mega Knight instead. Might be. He'll get the connection, though, and then I should Fireball. Oh, wow. Well played. Honestly, very well played. I'm surprised he was able to defend that. That was a great zap, and then also just a great recovery on his end. Seriously, well played, bro. Okay. I mean, I don't think he's going to get a miner in front of these archers, so we're probably okay. Well played on his end, though, the entire time. I thought he was dead so many times. Oh, the recruit! The recruit almost enlisted an entire W for us. All right, we're going to pull the Mega Knight in the middle. Then we're just going to go Skeleton King. Don't really want to do anything else. I'd rather get arrows down so we can guarantee a defense. Wow, this guy's played super well. What a good player. I don't say that very often against Mega Knight players, you know? Because usually they're not good. Guy is built different. You're not going to have any elixir. He's going to have to zap the left, right? He's going to have to zap the left. Yeah, and then he doesn't have anything for the rim, right? All right, finally got him in a bad card cycle. All right, so as you can see, this deck functions great for zap bait if you want to use like the Ram Rider or the skeletons from the Skeleton King, or if you just want to spam your opponent a ton. It's a really easy and fun deck to use. So highly recommend to play this if you guys enjoy Royal Recruit stacks. It's one of my favorite ones in the game, and it's unpredictable because people don't expect Evolved Archers split up on both sides, and they do so much damage if they're trying to distract the recruits, because the archer will stop at maximum distance, and at maximum distance, the archer does maximum damage. The further it is away, the more damage it does. So if you get recruits and Evolved Archers split up on both sides, a lot of times they'll drop like a Mega Knight on top of the recruits. The archer will stop really far away, and it will melt the entire Mega Knight. Or it'll just lock onto the tower because the opponent's down elixir. And if that one archer locks tower, it's over. The game's just done. You instantly win. So it's a fun way to win with the Skeleton King, and then, you know, Mother Witch always making your opponent on the back foot, wondering where you're going to go in with a skillless card that's going to screw them over. So highly recommend to play this. Didn't even play perfectly or anything like that. And I think the guy genuinely did outplay me in a few of the games. In the few times during the game. And we still finessed him. So yeah, we lost one game, didn't play well there, but all the other games were just W's after W's after W's. So yeah, great content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on the video and subscribe for more daily content. No matter when or where you guys are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. And if you subscribe, then you'll get notified when I go live, because I stream or I record videos every single freaking day. There will be something for you guys to watch. So yeah, check out the pinned comment if you want to see what my favorite Evolved Snowball deck is in the game. It is unbelievable that you're able to outplay opponents to the degree that Evolved Snowball allows. If you didn't know, when you suck up something with an Evolved Snowball, it removes it from the map. So all of your units, whether it's an Expo or a Musketeer, they will target something else. So then they'll either lock on a tower or something important, and the opponents will just get flabbergasted and frustrated. Very fun. If you guys want to watch how that's done, check out the pinned comment. The outplays that we were able to do with the card were out of my imagination. I did not expect them to work that well. So check that out in the pinned comment if you want to see Evolved Snowball in action. And yeah, like the video in the future if you guys are watching this as a VOD, or right now if you guys want to support me. Why do you use minions instead of bomber in the giant goblin giant Pekka deck? Yeah, I got you. Let me take a look. So you could run bomber, but the defenses for anti-air are minimal. And since you're not running bomber evolution, a lot of times, like, I would say minions are just stronger. Personally, like, I've lost against a lot of Lava Hound players because I just didn't have anti-air defenses. And having minions allows me to have that offense that I need, because I can go for like guards behind a goblin giant and force out arrows. Because like they pop the goblin giant with barbarians or something, or like they pop the goblin giant with something, and they're like, oh crap, there's guards and then spear goblins. I want to arrows or spell that. And then they don't have the spells and cycle for the minions. So there's something to keep in mind. Guards on offense against Lava Hound are really good, and minions are fantastic on defense. So would highly recommend that. If you can pop a Lava Hound with minions and then arrows away the lava pups, you can hit all the supporting cards with the arrows as well, and that allows you to defend pushes that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good question. Appreciate the dono. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Love you.